Mawashi-geri or roundhouse kick is essentially a front kick done sideways. It is also a snap kick, so you've got to imagine that you're kicking either an electric fence or a particularly hot potato, and so your foot only stays out straight for the tiniest fraction of a second before whipping back again. This is a very easy kick to get wrong, so let's go through the steps of how to do it correctly. Like the maigeri, the first two things you do is open your foot and change your guard. The order you do these two things in isn't critical, and as you become more advanced they blend into one motion. Then you prepare your leg, and this needs to be done in a very specific way. To ensure that your leg goes round horizontally, you need to make sure the preparation is horizontal. This means you need to try to get your knee, your hip and your ankle all at exactly the same height. They should all be flat, which means you can balance a cup of tea on any one of those points. Make sure your knee is pointing directly towards your target. If your knee points beyond the centre line, then your kick will also go beyond the centre line, which is incorrect. This is because if you kick beyond the centre line, it's harder to bring your body back into position to repeat the kick if you want to do two in a row. From there you straighten and bend your leg back very quickly so you can use it again if need be. You land in a fighting stance, which we've discussed earlier. This means that 40% of your weight is on your front leg, 60% is on your back leg, your feet are shoulder width apart and both knees are bent, your front toes are facing the front and your back toes are facing 45 degrees. Now you apply the reverse punch. Make sure that your back leg straightens at the exact time as the punch goes out. This is where all the strength comes from. In the reverse stance, your shoulders are above your hips, your front toes are curved slightly inwards and your back toes are facing the front. You finish the technique off by yanking your punching arm back into fighting stance, and you bend your back leg as you do so. Also bear in mind that the top half of your body during the kick is in effect Botoxed, which means that your hands stay exactly where they are. They don't fly outwards for balance. Additionally, it can be quite tempted to lean back to get a little bit more height. Try and avoid doing this because leaning back means your weight goes back, your momentum goes back, you're easier to knock over and you're not so strong. For this reason, try to lean forwards as you do your roundhouse kick for maximum speed and strength. Another important question is, do I kick with the ball of my foot or with the flat of my foot? Again, when you're demonstrating basics, this doesn't really matter. However, in application, when you're kicking someone, it certainly does matter. If you're kicking chest high and want to get through someone's guard, you need to kick with the ball of your foot because you might not be able to reach round with the flat of your foot. It also concentrates the pressure of the kick onto a smaller area. If they have no guard, then it's okay to kick them with the flat of your foot because there's no chance you hitting an elbow with it, which could possibly break your foot. When kicking head high, the flat of the foot is absolutely fine. If you're kicking someone's back, again you need to watch out for any elbows. If there's an elbow in the way, you'll want to kick with the ball of your foot in order to avoid making contact with it. And if it's not guarded, you can kick with the flat of your foot. Hayley now is demonstrating what it looks like to make 3 big mistakes. Firstly, and most obviously, she's not defending herself, her hands are not in the correct place. Secondly, she's leaning back as she kicks, so you can see there's not much momentum going forwards. And finally, she's slicing her kicks, so they're going up at 45 degrees, which means there's a good chance of her kicking an elbow and breaking a toe. But she's got very good flexibility, so I can't knock that.